EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from Glendale. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads him out.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Amari DiMercato. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2. On the handoff, it's DiMercato. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He'll get that complete to Harrison. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Murray on the sneak. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's another Cardinals.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. On the ground, it's DiMercado. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So on 4th down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Juwan Jennings. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And I think this is a round we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Play action. Now Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he's up to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
A good run there on right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle it behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
shotgun now with Purdy. That's caught by Jennings. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring it down. That'll give them 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Murray going to fire one out wide. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke rack. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here's Murray. And that's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Second and 10. Now Murray. They'll set up the screen to DeMarcano. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to have a Cardinals first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
The give is to DeMarcano. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next receivers don't spread the defense out. They were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Murray now going to do it himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Running, DeMarcano. nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Caught, it's Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Kyler Murray, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
49ers 3.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And the 49er first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy. Open man is born. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you get ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Back to throw, Purdy. Completes it to Jennings. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for it, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Purdy now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Here's a screen for Robinson. Touchdown 49ers! Brian Robinson Jr. from 3 yards out. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Brian Robinson finished things off with a touchdown grab. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Short one here, caught by McBride. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed on that route. He's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
A run, it's DeMarcado. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Murray from midfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Remember, Brendan, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Number 89. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Murray going to throw. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of 4th down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Murray now to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's DeMarcado. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Amari DeMarcado. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Ryland on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
The score, Cardinals 17.
So this drive spanned 7 plays and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line.
Chad Ryland to kick
Back
off
out is the
for
kicker,
Arizona.
Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And in there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Purdy. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 16, Purdy. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Purdy. That was complete to Tonjes. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
San Francisco.
Chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Purdy. Down there right side, it's McCaffrey. Only a yard of the completion in 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball, has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Ricky Pearsall in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That is incomplete. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hanson back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. And the 49er first down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
The tight end in motion right. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First and 10 at the 35.
We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Well, it felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the 33, here's second down at 7. Play action, now Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
26 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
49er first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Looking to throw. Purdy. This is caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
When you decide you run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second and goal from the 1. McCaffrey is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Back to throw. Purdy. Back foot throw there is incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
And how about the coverage here in the end zone? That's how you frustrate a quarterback. You get pressure on, and you take away all of his receivers, and he's got to throw it away on third and goal.
For the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Murray now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his target, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's no accident they've been moving the ball well all game long. This offensive line has done an excellent job adapting to everything the defense is throwing at them and creating holes for their runners.
From the gun, Murray. He'll get this to DeMarcano. Down he goes at the 23 and pick up a 4.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Well, he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 19.
That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Amari DeMarcano with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Now Ryland for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I know Coach told me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
3 quarters have come and gone.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Shotgun now with Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 12. First down, 49ers.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a fake on a jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display.
That is caught. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Bourne going to go in motion right here. Purdy, big 4th down play. And that's going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down times. They've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
That's good.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn it loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from. And said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
I'll pick up a 5 that time and a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
That quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Murray again.
They'll set up the screen to DeMarcado.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Purdy now to throw. That's into the hands of Pearson on the right side. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Throwing, Purdy. Open man is Bull. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And the 49er 1st down.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw. That one caught by Tonjes.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. To throw is Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
3rd down.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Purdy to throw. He's got his man, Jennings. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Here's 1st down. Here's Purdy to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.